All right, Brockday Howard, Brockday Howard Shy, Brockday Howard, Brockday Howard Shy, Brockday Howard, Brockday Howard Shy, Kyle, Fly Howard, Brockday Howard Shy, Brockday Howard Clackadash, double honest that older apostle, great Muslim, rule well, the serious salutation of Aki, that puts in the truth, caught the four corners of the earth, to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Shah, the hope will let. And salutation to the Israelite foreign that scattered amongst the nation that believe in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and shalom to the sister and family that tune into this gospel that preaches around the whole world. Peace and mercy unto you, and who the world inwardly calls God, his name is Yahweh, and who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai. And we're the Hebrew Israelite, essence this, so he's still called Negro like the Native Americans, and those whose line descended go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel, due to the scattering amongst the nation. All right, now let's see on the screen. All right, the quote that our bro posted in our group chat is that don't let pain define you, let it refine you. And that's by Tim Fargo. All right, and of course, there's truth that comes to mind. A lot of truth that comes to mind. All right, dealing with this quote. So the bro already have posted a scripture with it, but we got to start with this scripture, and of course there's a lot of precepts that go with this, all right? And it's a beautiful scripture to start off with too. It's Isaiah 48:10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Okay? So as you going to catch the hill, all right, you're going through the furnace of affliction. All right, it's better to catch hell and be chosen for the furnace of affliction. All right, than to not catch hell. All right, because it's that he's not being afflicted, and then you're a bastard. All right, or he don't love you. How the scripture goes. And it escaped me right now. If it comes back to me, I'll get it. But I really lost the train of thought on that one. Alright. Read it again. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Okay? So basically, we're catching hell, man. Catching hell so we can come out as silver, all right? Come out as better and improved, okay? Come out stronger, all right? You go to, I got the word refine. The Hebrew word is tadawak, and that is to smelt, refine, test. All right, purge away. All right, and what we're being purged away of, all the impurities. See, here it said to melt a metal. Especially to purge gold or silver by fire and to separate from draw. Alright, we'll get that scripture. The elder apostle Gabar go into that about the draw being purged off of us, alright? The impurities, alright? To make it pure. Okay? Let's get that scripture. That is Isaiah 1:25. It read, I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy sin. Okay? So you gotta take away that dross and take that sin. All the impurity, whatever's not silver, whatever's not, or gold, because you don't have like other element mixed with those metals. So to get that pure silver and that gold, you put in the fire to get rid of it. All right, and that's how we're likening to. All right, when we catching our affliction, trials and tribulations, it's to purge away, it's to make it stronger. All right. Look up, like look up the word draw. I already looked that up already. Now, draw. The Hebrew word for draw is the yag sa ya ga sayaga. And that's a moving back or away. Draw usually a silver. All right. In a sense, a refuse. All right. I look at the word dross in the definition. Debris. All right. And then another meaning is something regarded as worthless, rubbish. Okay. And now we look up, it's showing me in theory knowledge, all right, on the iPhone. It says dross impurity in molten metal. Dross is a mass of solid impurity floating on a molten metal or dispersed in the metal, such as in wrought iron. It formed on the surface of low melting point metals, such as tin, lead, zinc, or aluminum, or alloy by oxidation of the metal. All right. For higher melting point metals such as steel, oxidized impurity melt and float, making them easy to pour off. With wrought iron hammering and letters rolling, remove some dross. All right, so basically that's what dross is. All right, the residues of impurity metal. All right, the stuff that you don't need. All right, and that's how we're likening it to. All right, being brought up in this world, we have all this impurity in us. All right, being brought up with different way of thinking, psychology, religion. All right, because we have to become new men. All right, we have to get all this stuff that's contrary to the scripture, contrary to being a Hebrew Israelite, contrary to being a man, contrary to being a man of the Lord, a true man of the Lord, a prophet. So all those things have to be, all those impurities have to be taken off of us. So that's why we go through things, right, that's likened to fire, the furnace of affliction. Now I got the word tin. And that barayah, and that's Ali tin draw. All right, same thing. All right, Ali because removed by smelting. That's in a strong definition by analogies. These by analogies. All right, impurity. All right, to what make it pure? Okay. Job 23 and Job 23 and 10, but he knoweth the way that I take. When he had tried me, I shall come forth as gold. All right. Now, if I sound shy, is trying us to become forth as gold. All right. And Psalms 10, for thou, O power, hast proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried. Okay. It's the Okay, going through some precepts. It's Zechariah 13 and 8. All right, going to the 1/3, the elect. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off after 2/3. All right, they're gonna die. They wasn't chosen to be in the furnace of affliction. All right, but the third shall be left therein. All right, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. All right, as spiritually and literally. Okay, right now we're going to the spiritual aspect of being tried in the fire as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord, Yahweh shall try is my power. It's Hebrews 12:10. For they verily, for as few they chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit. All right, the he is talking about Yahweh outside is for our profit, that we might be partaker of his holiness. Now no chastising for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. All right, this is 1 Peter 1:7, that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perishes, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise. All right, that could be the end result of us going through that fire spiritually. All right, be found with praise. All right, and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach. So when Yahushua Mashiach comes, we could be found with honor and praise, all right, for going what we went through. 1 Peter 4:12, beloved, think it's not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you, all right? So don't take it as a strange thing that you're going through stuff, all right? It's a trial, all right? But, verse 13, but rejoice in as much as ye are partaker of Yahushua's suffering. So don't look at it as strange things, but look at it that rejoicing that you are partaking of Yahushua's suffering. Just like he suffered, we're going to suffer. So rejoice that you're suffering, because that makes you a partaker of Yahushua. And after that, what? We're going to be joined here unto Yahushua. All right? When his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Why? Because we're going to be joined here. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahushua, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the power rested upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. Okay, so how much Yahushua can be glorified at the end of the day. All right, for his sake. So that's pretty much it. I could get the Rock chapter, what is that, 2? It's throughout 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not hate in time of trouble. Okay, Cleave unto him and depart not away. Cleave unto Yahweh Shai, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. All right. With that increase, receiving the kingdom. All right. The rule over the nation, inherit the blessings, the promises. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a law estate. All right. So you gotta be patient. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right, so just like in Isaiah 48:10, it said, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Affliction and adversity is synonymous, okay? Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Okay? Yea, that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest you fall. Yea, that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. All right? All the things that we're going to receive. Yea, that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. All right? So that's pretty much it on that. Hopefully these scriptures was edifying and soothing to the soul, all right? Beneficial to the spirit, all right? To remember that the light affliction is only for a moment, okay?